Then Sunday, I went back to the Monster Mart and visited that one more time. And then I tried to catch a plane out of Texarkana to go home. Now that was an experience because there was a storm in the Dallas area and all flights were being canceled. My first flight out of Texarkana was canceled, and the next flight was canceled, and then they just canceled all flights for the next 2 days. There was no way to fly out of Texarkana. I was in this rented Beetle, and I got a flight out of Dallas the next morning, but I had to drive from Texarkana to Dallas. I don't know how many hours that was, 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. It was a long drive, but the thing was, it was this humongous storm, this dangerous, treacherous, airport-killing storm, and I had to drive through that storm the whole way from Texarkana to Dallas, and you could not see the road. I mean, the whole way there were huge trucks the whole way there, right next to me, in front of me, behind me, and you could not see the road. It was just like machine gun fire at my windshield. The rain was so bad, just pouring rain, no visibility, thunder and lightning, crazy conditions in this rented car with trucks all over for whatever it was, 2.5 hours of that to get to Dallas. Aha. And then when I finally reached Dallas, I stopped at and I couldn't believe I was still alive. I stopped at a gas station and I saw on my phone there was an alert that the flight for the next morning had been canceled. So I found some place to park. I didn't know where I was. I found some parking lot somewhere, and I tried to get on the phone to the airport, the airline. It was American Airlines. Tried to see what was going on. No one would help me. They couldn't give me any answers. Here I was in this strange town, Dallas, where I wasn't familiar with Dallas, didn't know my way around, had no hotel room, it was, at this point, it was like late at night. I don't know what time it was, but it was late. And it was not a time to be making hotel reservations. So that was pretty bad. I did finally get into the airport and talk to a human in person, and there was nothing they could do. But let's see, they did give me a flight. What was it? I don't remember if it was, I don't think it was the next day. I think it was, I don't remember if it was the following night or if it was the morning after that. In any case, it was at least a day later. So I had to find a place to stay. Luckily, I was able to find a hotel, and a pretty decent hotel. It wasn't a hole in the wall. It was right next to, here we call it Six Flags. I don't know if they call it Six Flags in Dallas or not, but an amusement park. It was right next to that. So that was not a good way to end the weekend. Luckily, a friend of mine named Bobby Beeman lives in Dallas, and he saw my post on Facebook about being stranded in Dallas. And if he had seen it earlier, he would have let me stay with him, but he didn't see it until like an hour or so later. And by then I'd gotten the hotel, and I was lucky to get the hotel. I was surprised because all the hotels by the airport were all full because all the flights were canceled, so everyone was stranded. so everyone had gobbled up the hotel rooms, but I found one. But Bobby was very nice to take me driving around the next day, and he showed me his shop. He owns a music store, and also sells monster toys out of it too. And he showed me some interesting places. He drove me around, showed me the place where Kennedy was shot, and grassy knoll. That was interesting seeing. So I saw a historic area. That was interesting. And had dinner. So it was I was very thankful to have a friend in Dallas. Even though, just on a practical level, it's not like he facilitated a plane ticket or hotel or anything like that, but emotionally, it was very important just to feel like there was some emotional support, that I wasn't alone in Dallas. So I appreciated that. So I finally did get home, and that was my adventure in Fouke, in Texarkana. That was my Fouke monster adventure.